Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention again, there are 357 election districts. I now have the results for 257, and the total is Mike Ryan, 6,807, Dan Donovan, 12,893.
Well, it's early. I don't have any notice for the returns. He's won a tremendous race. He's a tremendous fellow. So I wish him the best, and we're all hopeful.
Thank you. Mike Ryan is the next District Attorney of Richmond County. Now, of course, we all know that Dan won. I called and I congratulated him for a race that he ran very well. Obviously, he convinced more voters on Staten Island to vote for him than I did. But I also told him to do a good job, for the people of Staten Island. And I also asked him to pay attention to the issues that we raised in this campaign, particularly the warehousing of narcotics on the South Shore of Staten Island, which has gone unchecked and must be eradicated if we're all going to have a good quality of life. We received a card at my house a couple of days ago from a family friend. Every time I think of Mrs. Ryan, I think of one word: dignity. And that's what this campaign was about: dignity and honor. We are not going away. Our voices are going to be heard. We won some areas on Staten Island that traditionally never go the Democratic way. That is something that everyone in this room should be proud of. We put together a top-notch campaign, pull operation with very little funds. He outraised us 4-1. He mailed you 18 different times. He sent 18 different robocalls. He brought out presidential candidates. He brought out mayors against me. I didn't even have any money. But we had the right message, and that made them nervous. I have to thank a lot of people throughout this process, most definitely my wife, Christina. His infirmity did not allow him to do all that he would have liked to do in this campaign. But Bill Murphy deserves a lot of thanks tonight. Before Bill Murphy stepped up to the plate and took a chance on an unknown first-time candidate to run against somebody that he knew was going to be well-financed and was going to have a political machine behind him, he staked his reputation on me. And before he did that, everybody was saying, Mike who? He can't win this thing. Mayor Giuliani, Mayor Bloomberg would have never been involved in Dan's campaign to the extent that they were if I didn't have a heavyweight like Bill Murphy standing behind me. And of course, the other set of the Three Musketeers, who our lives became galvanized in a way this year that we could not have imagined.
We love you, Mike.
My sister Margaret and my sister Helen and I went through an ordeal this year, the likes of which no one in this great country of ours should ever have to go through. And we stuck it together, and it really tells you what is important in life. Winning and losing elections, while they are significant without question, they do not make or break you as a human being. You stick to your principles. Family is important. Friendship is important. Politics is a job. It doesn't define who you are as a human being. And so, you lose when you stay home. You lose when you sit on your hands and you rail against the system and you don't try to do anything about it. And I believe that although we were not victorious in the vote count tonight, each and every one of us in this room wins when someone amongst us dares to take on the powers that be and hold their power in check. I know that we made a difference. We made them nervous. They should be nervous. They should also know that although they won this round, the fight is not over, and we will be watching them every step of the way.